Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the prelude to a brand new Let's Play, where we're going to be playing Nobunaga's Ambition, the Sphere of Influence version, and we're not going to be playing any of the fancy-tancy, expansions or anything like that, because I don't... well, actually, that's true. I do like them. I just don't like them as much as the base game, because I've never actually played the base game. So, playing the base game seems a little bit more interesting. So, this video is essentially setting up the campaign in the terms of getting you guys to get involved and get yourselves some creative officers. There will be a week, essentially 6 days, 7 days until I cut it off and I record the first episode, and then we figure out what the schedule is going to be. But this is going to be a main Let's Play, technically. I mean, there is no such thing as a main Let's Play on my channel, but I'm going to be considering this one as one I'm going to be trying to do quite decently. And there will also be timestamps down below if you want to skip to the character creation bits and all that stuff. But essentially, I'm not going to give anything away about what we're doing. We're going to be playing the game. I may or may not be doing historical stuff, and I may or may not be making my own clan. I haven't decided. That's the fun of this. I'm going to be playing and testing in my own time. But I don't know if I'm going to be playing as a clan or as making a clan and, making it a completely ahistorical, just, a bit of fun for you, just a bit of fun type campaign. Or if I'm going to try and play as a clan that I've found interesting in the past or, any of that. But let's go to the first most important part now. Moving on past the introductions is going to be the rules. The main rules of the campaign, or at least the thing is, main rules of the character creation and stuff like that is, the first is choose where you'd like to be. This is the most important thing. Now, I will go over all of these a little bit more in detail when we're making making a fake officer, because I've already made the majority of my character's family and stuff like that who are going to be in the game. But we'll go over it actually as we get there. So let's go into edit created officers and we'll have a look. We'll create a created officer. So let's have a quick look at Kazuko. This is my officer, Akazawa Kazuko, who's going to be the character I won't play as, but he's going to be at the very least in my force. Don't pay attention to this; it's just standard. I'll be intending to, once I've decided what I'm doing, whether I'm playing as a faction or making a clan, I will be placing them in the right place. But this is my character who I will be having as well. But let's make a custom character. So the first and the most important thing is your face. You'd think it's your name, but it's not. It's your face. Now, there are a lot. Now, I am going to exclude these. If you do want one in this area, let me know, and we'll have. I can, I'll show them off. But these ones, I'm probably gonna try and reserve just myself using. So if I make NPCs, I can at least put them in without worrying about taking anything you guys want. But as you guys probably know by now, if you've seen my channel enough and watched the RoTK series, row 1, and then row, then column, or left. Basically, 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So these across, 7 across, and then a lot more down. But yeah, I'm going to go down these, and we'll obviously, I'll count them out as I do. So we've got 1 to 3 there. Got 4 to 6 here. Got 5 to 8 here. No, that's not right. 1 to 3, 4 to 6, 7 to 9, 10 to 12. We then have a 13 to 15, 16 to 18, 19 to 21, 22 to 25, and there's 26. So these are all of the ones that are for the males. If you want to have a quick look at them, I'll just do another quick show through right here. Nice and slow, but basically pick a few pictures. Don't just have one. Have like 3 or 4 you would like. And then obviously I can guarantee you getting at least one of your choices then. And there we go. So let's now look at females. So we've got 1 to 3 here. 4 to 6, 7 to 9, and there we go. 10 and 11. There's a lot less female ones. unfortunately, due to the fact that female officers in this time period were not exactly well known, but feel free to make a female. And if you guys want to make 2 characters, depending on how much feedback we get, feel free to make yourself a character, like not a wife, but like make a companion to your characters. So feel free to make 2. Just make sure, like I said, you pick numerous portraits. Last but not least is, of course, the extra ones, but I'll show you them anyway. So we've got 1 to 3, 4 to 6, 7 to 9, 12, 10 to 12, 13 to 15, and then 15 to 18. So these are all the ones, obviously, that are pickable from. Yes, that's the most important thing, is your picture. It's the most important thing to get done. The next thing is your name. Please do try to pick a Japanese name, or don't. I mean, I prefer a Japanese name, but if you want to do something, you know, to make sure it's easy and recognizable, feel free to do so as well. But that's the most important thing. It's just get your character's name there, and then I will be putting your description in the bio anyway. The next thing is your, not name, is your birth. You male or female, and then what voice types you want. We'll start with the female ones. So we got...
Leave it to me.
Leave it to me. Please leave it to me. Please, leave it to me.
Please leave it to me.
Leave it to me.
Leave it to me.
Leave it to me. Leave it to me.
Leave it to me. Leave it to me.
Leave it to me. Leave it to me. Leave it to me.
Just leave it to me.
Leave it to me.
Leave it to me.
Leave it to me. Leave it to me. Leave it to me. Leave it to me. Just leave it to me.
And there's all the voices. That's it's honestly that's the longest part of this. So yeah, feel free to select your voice, and obviously if you want to have father or a relative, make it make sense. But other than that, feel free. Personality type. So we've now got the tenets of what your clan is. So we've got progressive, neutral, and conservative. This obviously will depend on how well you fit into any one place. You then have your ideal, which is fame, clan, talent, profit, justice, ambition, and mastery and spirit. Again, these help define whether or not you're going to be happy in wherever you end up, or wherever you choose to be, and depending on how that clan and the clan head falls in line with your tenet and ideals. Very important. I don't understand it completely, but it's very important. I know this. The next thing is required loyalty. If you have a required loyalty of 15, you're going to be a pain to keep happy. If you have a required loyalty of 1, you're never going to be unhappy. Now, feel free to select whatever you want. Like I said, depending on what faction or what clan you'd like to be in. If you do want to be in whatever clan I end up playing, just simply say you'd like to be in the clan I choose. That's fine. But if you want to be a Ronin or in anywhere specific, let me know and I will select you into that era. If you don't want to be born at the beginning of the campaign, I can happily do that. I'm going to be playing from the birth of Nobunaga just because I find that the most interesting date as someone who's not the best at the game. But the next most important thing is obviously your tier. S to C, it's pretty self-explanatory. I don't actually know what it does. Hence the reason why I say it's self-explanatory, to make yourself sound smarter. I actually don't know what it does. So, feel free to select yourself anywhere between these. Be reasonable. Don't all go for S-Class, but if you do, you do. The next thing is your tactics. Now, I don't know if there's a web page out there that I can just kind of chuck in the description. If not, we're going to be going down these slowly but surely. So, if you want to pause it if you're ever wanting to do it, I'm going to do essentially what I did with the fixtures. So, let's put Sharpshooter up there. So here's the next set. Again, please do pause it so you can have a look at them yourself, and we can keep the video going. A nice, easy pace, you know? 1 second. It was overbearing power that was at the bottom. Okay. But yeah, all of these are very useful. These are all obviously useful in battle, and what you do in battle and whatnot. So please do make sure you pick something that fits with your character. Don't just pick the one that sounds the coolest. Try to roleplay this a little bit. Oops. Which one was it? It was Luring Tactic. I thought it was. Yeah, make sure it fits your character and make sure it kind of makes sense, you know? It doesn't make sense to have a political officer who's really good at, like, fighting. Doesn't make sense. And there we go. There's all of the things. Like I said, please do go back, pause it and stuff like that if you want to have a look at specific ones. But there we go. There's all the tactics. Now, they are very important. They, like I said, are what you do in combat and are very useful. The next thing is your lifespan. This is the important one in the terms of your start date. And your lifespan, please pick something reasonable. Don't just do 110, because that's Now, I don't care what age you want to be. If you want to be born in 1460 and you want to be at 75 with the birth of Nobunaga, feel free. I don't mind. Honestly, it's completely up to you guys. But yeah, whatever age you set, just remember this is the start date that is going to be used, is the birth of Nobunaga. That is the date that I will be starting the campaign on. So whatever age you want to be and however long you want to live, even if you want to just live till you're 25, which you could do if you were born in, say, 14, yeah, you'd be 21 and then you'd be dead by the Viper of Mino. That's perfectly acceptable. I don't mind. Just let me know, and obviously that will also depend on what, if you want a father, you can, go from there. The next is your condition. This doesn't matter unless you specifically want to be set as a Ronin or not. If you want to be a Ronin, that's fine, and then I can set you wherever on the map you want to go. I don't know why there's I don't know why there's this here, but okay. Yeah, hopefully that won't be there the entire time, but you can pick wherever you set yourself, which is golden. The next thing to do is your abilities. So there you have, I will say, you can have 275 points to spend. Yeah, 275. So that means you could have 100 here. You could then have 75, 75, and then 25. No, that feels a little mean. You can have 300. That's what I'm going to say. You can have 300, but you can only have one ability maxed. That's how I'm going to say it. The next thing is your growth stats. What growth type do you want? Now, there is a lot of these, and I'm really hoping there's a guide that I can just link to these. But essentially, there's the first couple. Just go back and pause it if you want to. They each essentially depend. Actually, you know what? I'll try and find a guide. If not, I'll show you from anyway. So here we've got versatile pole, versatile int. They give you different abilities. Yeah, I'll just try and find something for this, because this one's a lot harder. And then after that, it's your bio. If you want to write anything in your bio, let me know. We'll implement it instantly. But that is pretty much everything of import. Apart from that, yeah, the game shouldn't always have this. Let me just 1 second. Let me just click on this. I want to try something. Just click as where's the order? There they are. Yeah, this is really... Let's see if changing to full screen changes this. Nope, the game is still very much confused. Let me get into the game and see if I could just confirm. Yeah, for some reason the screen's still up there.
Let us begin the meeting.
Don't care about that. Let's just Okay, when we're in game, it's fine. So it doesn't matter. Okay, let's go back to the main menu. It's just really, yeah. See, it does it right here. It's because for some reason the game always starts in the wrong thing. And there we go. Now it's fixed itself. Either way, guys, that is basically everything I need to go over. Like I said, if there's any specific officers you'd like, whatnot, and if you want to join my force, let me know. But there are, like, at the birth of Nobunaga, there are a lot of forces you can join. You've got the Amago clan, you've got the Aochi clan, you've got the Otomo, the Ito, the Shimazu, the Oda, the Imagawa, the Hojo, the Takeda, one of the many different Usegi clans. You've got the Date and the Nabu clan in the north. Where is the Date? Hey, the Date not in this time. Oh, they must be in the... Oh, no, there they are. There they are. They're here. They're not as far north as I'm used to. Damn Shogun Total War. You've got the Satomi clan. You've got the Ashikaga. You've got loads of different clans to pick from. Honestly, just let me know which ones you guys want to go into. You've got the Chosakabe as well, which are a really cool clan. Let me know which ones you want to go to. And then, obviously, we can implement you into those clans if you don't want to be part of mine. Now, there is obviously the option to make a clan. The only problem I have with this is I have attempted it in my personal messing about, and it feels very weak. Like, it doesn't feel like you have... it feels like you kind of have to force yourself somewhere. Like, you can't just take someone else's stuff like you do in Romance of the Three Kingdoms. So it definitely has that ability of, you're kind of going to get shafted. But, I mean, we could go all the way up. We could go up here and, you know, just be like, yeah, you. And, you know, just kind of like start, you know, somewhere secluded up here and do what we need to do. But it doesn't really matter. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. But other than that, I hope you guys are interested in join. I will try and leave a... I'll try and get the timestamp in straight away and also leave a little template for you guys to make it easier. But other than that, guys, I hope you guys are looking forward to it, and I'll see you guys when the campaign's ready. See you guys then.